But our body has still a fourth line of defense. Oftentimes, after we've been sick, our bloodstream remains filled with chemical substances produced by our body to fight the germs which had made us sick. These substances
Jane did, sort of. Jane is slower, much slower to develop mentally as children. Jane had her birthday not long. We had a cake and presents and paper hats. We had fun, but a birthday party should have lots of noise and other kids. But there were just the three of us. She's 10 now, but mentally is only about 5.5. Oh, in some things she's over that, but in other things she's less. And there'll come a time when she won't be able to go any further. That's hard for a lot of people to understand. And what they don't understand, they seem to be afraid of or get angry about. Sometimes I dreaded seeing my neighbors walk up the street. And one time not long ago, it reached the point where we decided to sell the house and move.
I am proud of Judy. She did remember everything.
Right. Well, good night now.
These children from the McKenna Elementary School in Massapequa are anxiously awaiting the arrival of one of their best friends. He's slept over in their homes and has become a part of their lives over the years. It's none other than Brownie Beau Bear. The 3-year-old teddy bear was treated royally as he traveled around the world, courtesy of Transworld Airlines. He visited more than a dozen countries since his trip began on March 26th.
He went with TWA, the kindness of all the flight attendants. They took him from city to city. They sent us postcards. They sent us snapshots. He was in restaurants in Rome and Paris. And the children have been following and plotting his cities and the places he's been.
6th grade teacher Trish Canavy thought of the idea. She says Brownie's been hobnobbing with nationally known figures. On a trip from Cairo, he sat next to Mrs. Anwar Sadat. Canavy is a flight attendant with TWA when she's not standing in front of her classroom at McKenna Elementary.
I put a letter on the journal asking them to pass him from crew to crew and asked them to send him back to New York head him towards New York on April 25th.
While this may look like a lot of fun, it has to have some bearing on education. The trip is part of their geography lesson.
We have studied intensely every city that he has gone to, and in 2nd grade I have children that never didn't know capitals of countries or languages that were spoken or foods that were eaten there, and now they do.
While the children had a snack, Brownie Beau Bear made the rounds. Did you enjoy having him home with you?
Pretty much.
How long did he stay?
He stays a whole day, but if you get him on Friday, you have him for the whole weekend.
Now you have a bear who's traveled around the world. This guy is
He might be famous.
Would you like to travel like that someday?
Yeah.
Yeah, where would you like to go?
China.
China? Why China?
About breathing problems. And a lab technician tried to ease children's fears about blood tests.
I actually tell them from the blood cell how...
They're good. They fix up the guys. They help them. They cheer you up if you're sick.
He's a good friend to many and always there to lend an ear. He's your teddy bear, and people everywhere, young and old, couldn't imagine growing up without him.
In 1902, President Theodore Roosevelt went on a hunting trip in Mississippi. They found a bear for him. He refused to shoot it because it was tied up. This was made into a political cartoon that was seen by a Brooklyn couple. They made a bear similar to the one in the cartoon. Thus, the teddy bear was born.
It was a tremendous hit and one of the most popular toys of the time. Over the years, this cuddly cub has taken many different shapes and sizes.
The biggest development was the childproofing, where you got plastic eyes and everything had to be affixed enough so that children could honestly play with it without endangering themselves.
Today, in this high-tech age of computers and video games, the teddy bear continues to adapt. A new line of bears called Love Cubs are among the most technologically advanced teddy bears to date.
I like playing with it because it's just like a real bear.
She can give the bear hugs and the bear will hug her right back. She can tickle his feet and he'll laugh right back at her. She loves just to pretend like she's the mama bear.
Part of a line of realistic electronic plush animals known as For Real Friends, some industry experts are predicting they will be among the most sought-after toys.